So here we have our drone in the middle of the drone lab. Imagine that I want a safety mechanism to prevent the drone from escaping from a certain area. I don't want the drone to exit the area of the drone lab. As you know, there is a net in the drone lab, so there is a physical network that prevents the drone from escaping. So this is a very good safety mechanism. But now imagine that there are two drones here in the drone lab, one here and another here, and I want to fly both drones at the same time. So I want to define an area, a small area, so that the drone number one, cannot escape from this area, and another small area for drone number two, so the drone cannot escape from its own area, and in this way we avoid collision. So this mechanism that could be something like a virtual net that prevents the drone from escaping from this area. This is what we call a geofence. This is the mechanism I will show. I will define a geofence, a polygon, so that the drone cannot escape from this area, even if the pilot is telling to go far away. The drone will not escape. So I go to plan, and I go here to fence, okay, and I will define my geofence, my polygon. Here I draw a polygon. Notice that I can draw a polygon. In this case, I will define this area. Okay, I don't want the drone to escape from this area, and I will say that this is a fence inclusion. So the drone must be in the fence, inside, cannot escape. There is a fence exclusion. You can see what does it means, a fence exclusion. What I am doing is a fence inclusion. The drone cannot escape from this area. Okay, so this is my fence, and I have to write. Okay, the autopilot has received this information. It needs this information to control the drone, and in configuration there is an option that is enable or disable the fence. I have the fence enabled, and here you can see that the fence has not only the area but also the altitude, 10 meters. My drone cannot go up more than 10 meters, because otherwise the mechanism the fence will prevent the drone from going up. Okay, and the type is a polygon, and here I establish the action that must be done when the drone tries to cross the limits of the fence. So the option is, for instance, to brake or land. Brake means that the multi-rotor will stop. Land is when you are flying an airplane, that the airplane cannot stop in the air. It will have to land. But our multi-rotor will stop, will brake. This is what will happen if the drone is trying to cross the limits of the fence. Okay, so we are ready to test that. Now I go to so remember that the fence is enabled. Okay, so I go to my panel, and actions, I will guide the drone, I arm, okay, I take off, and I will guide. Fly to here, 5 meters, okay. And then I will try to go out of the limits of the fence. For instance, I say, fly here. So you can notice that the simulator is stopped. It will not accept this instruction because he knows that you are going out of the limits of the fence. So in the simulator we cannot see what would happen when the drone crosses the limit. But if you do that in the real platform, you go to the drone lab and fly with the radio, you fly the drone, you will check soon that when trying to cross the fence, the drone will brake, will stop. Okay, so this will be a very good mechanism for working in a safe way. Now I will show you another very important, very interesting thing, and we will review the functioning of the fence in a minute. But now let me disable the fence. So the fence now is not in operation. If I want to fly to guide the drone out of the limits of the fence, no problem, because the fence is disabled. What I want to show you is that I can establish a mission plan. Instead of guiding the drone, I will establish a mission. I will tell the system, okay, here I want to take off, okay, and then I want the drone to go here. This is a waypoint, okay, and altitude is 6. From here I want the drone to go there, and then to go there, and go there, and here in point number 5 I want the drone to return to launch. I could tell the drone to land, but I want to return launch. Okay, this is my flight plan. I write the flight plan. My flight plan is ready, and I go here, and then I had to tell the system I set the auto mode. The auto is to execute a flight plan automatically. Set the mode and do action mission start. Okay, so you can see the drone is going to point number 2, then automatically to waypoint number 3, then to point number 4, and in point number 4 returning, remember you will return launch, so the drone will come back home. Go up and then go to home. Okay, so this is a good way to plan missions, and I insist, if you do that with the real platform, you will see the drone, the real drone, following this way plan. Now I go to the mission and I clear the mission. okay, because I want to enable the fence, and I will prepare a flight plan that crosses the limits of the fence. Let's see what happens. So mission, okay, I am defining a mission. Here you will take off, and then you go here, insert waypoint, okay, and then go out of the limits of the fence, and then come here, and here return to launch. So if the fence is working properly, then when crossing the limits of the fence, the drone will brake, will stop. Let's check that the fence is enabled. Oh, yeah, the flight plan is ready. I write, don't forget to write the flight plan, and then we are in auto, do action, okay, do action. Okay, I have to arm. Again, some problems with arming. This is usual. Alt, hold, set mode, and then arm, and then change to auto and do action. The mission will start. So attention to what happens when crossing the limits of the fence. Okay, you can see breach boundary. Okay, the drone stop. And notice that finally the drone crosses the fence. I don't like very much that, because my fence was here. It must stop here, but it stopped a little bit, a few meters outside of the limits. Okay. Maybe we can control that. You have to investigate about that, and you must see what happens in reality when you do that in the real drone lab. But I want to show you a couple of things. I can tell the system not to brake, but to return to launch when trying to cross the limit of the fence. Okay, let's see what happens if I do that. Brake, and I tell the system to return to launch. Okay, you can see. But remember, the drone was stopped, and I have to command the return to launch. No, the difference now is that I establish that when crossing the limits of the fence, it will automatically return to launch. So do action. No, I don't know what is that. Okay, it crosses the fence and comes back automatically to home. Okay. And now I will show you a last interesting thing. Clear the mission, and when I start again, clear the mission, and I will create a new mission. Take off. Okay, go here, go here, and then go here, and here return to launch. So what do I want the drone to do when crossing the limits of the fence? In this case, I will tell the system not to return automatically to launch, but smart return to launch. Let's see what happens if I give this option. Okay, so do action. I disarm. So I want, no, okay, I have problems here. Hold, harm, auto, and do action. Going up. Go to pile number 2. And now notice what is the behavior of the drone. Cross the boundary and return smart return. So you can see that smart return is not direct return to home, but return through the same path back in the back direction. Why this? Because a direct return may be dangerous if there are some obstacles in the middle. Imagine there is a tree here, so a direct return to land may be dangerous, but if I return back through the same path, I am sure that there is not obstacles in the way back. So this may be interesting in real situations. Okay, so many of these mechanisms you will experiment soon when you go to the drone lab with your drone platform.